and satellite isn't doing so well. If you happen to check the stock for XM Sirius, well, it's not doing so hot. We're talking like, I don't know, like 15 cents a share. They're not doing well. That's not another option. So you got real over-the-air radio. That's getting cutbacks here and there, left and right. It's been going on for years, and now the economy is slumping, so it's going to get even worse. Then you got satellite was the option. It's not doing so hot. We'll see what happens with that, but really, I guess the new frontier is going to be, online. People just like you and me going out there, starting our own stuff on YouTube, on our websites, starting radio shows. I don't know, starting TV shows on YouTube. I don't know. It's great. I think it's really great. So I encourage you, if you ever had an idea like this, is go ahead and try it out. Who knows? Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. But you don't know until you try. And that goes for a lot of things. Well, just about everything. You don't know until you try. So, don't be afraid. Just do it. And, it's interesting that I would want to do something like this or get into radio at all and have done it before, because I'm a very shy person. I'm very quiet most of the time, unless I'm around my friends, and I don't know. I'm a shy person. So for me to get into the radio, please, seriously, for me to think back then, that's out of the question. But I don't know. I just got to get a liking for it, be comfortable with myself, talk in front of people. One of my favorite classes in school was speech and all that, and it was great, and I had a great time. And when I made people laugh, it felt good. So I don't know. Hopefully, I can make you laugh. Hopefully, I can enlighten you. Hopefully, I can bring you some information, news, current events, things on my mind, opinions, things people bring to me. Talking about that whole budget cut thing and little things that are popping up here and there that are just taking away the face-to-face, the over-the-phone, the back-and-forth interaction between people. Just take a second and think about all the different ways that you can communicate with people now. And most of those ways, and most of the ways that most people prefer, is not face-to-face or not verbally. It's through text or online through IMs and things like that. Facebook and MySpace. Well, I'm on Facebook and MySpace, but I still talk to people regularly, and some people don't. They would rather deal with the people in that disconnected way, and I don't know. So that's why I'm doing this. I could have written something. I could just write and keep to myself, but I decided to do this podcast. And one of my friends was telling me that he was, I know this is really stupid, but he was at the Jack in the Box on Santa Monica and Lincoln. So if you're ever over there in Santa Monica, check it out. Apparently, instead of ordering from a cashier, now I've heard of this before, but I didn't think, I've never seen it. So instead of ordering from a cashier, you punch in your order, and it comes up, and there it is. So robots are going to be replacing us. So watch out for that. Robots will be replacing us. I'm warning you now. Sometimes I have these, I think that's what's going to happen. So rebel against the robots, all right? Because we need real people. We need real interaction. And he was telling me, well, you can buy iPods and stuff at Macy's from the vending machine. But, if I'm going to buy something, I kind of want this interaction. That's what I'm there for. If you're not going to interact with me and I'm going to do all the work, then cut the damn price, because it should be less than what the retail price is if I'm going to be doing all the work, all right? But, just to go in and talk to somebody, I don't know. Talking to other people, getting to know other people, hearing other people's opinions and ideas, and so you don't just get in a rut and just think about things your own way and don't see anybody else's views, and then you never change and you never adapt, and that's not good. So, I don't know. Go out there and talk to people. Go out there and spread whatever knowledge you have, So I don't know. So hopefully everything goes well with this. I mean, I don't know. See how it all goes. So, yeah, I don't know. I have a couple of things coming up in this first show that are kind of interesting. And try it out and see what you think. We're just going to take a little break here in a second, and I'll come back and I want to play for you a couple of things. I want to ask you a question, so you got to stick with me on this one, all right? I know I'm an acquired taste. Stick with me. Come on, just please, all right? We're going to get through this, and you're going to help me out if you just stick with me. So I'm going to have a couple last things to say on this first podcast. I'll explain a few more things, and then we'll get to the little question I have for you, all right? So anyways, stick around, and yeah, all right. I'll be right back. This is the Chris Ventura Show.
You know that incredible feeling you get when you've done something great? That satisfying warmth that comes from knowing you've helped someone? Sure you do. It comes from volunteering. Volunteering is easy and only takes a few hours a week. Never has a priceless gift cost so little. Take the time. No. Make the time to volunteer. This message brought to you by Lions Clubs International. For more information, call 1-800-7-4SIGHT. Lions Clubs International. We serve.
Would it be crazy if you just stopped everything, packed your bags and left? For a week, a month, a year. What if you left for 2 years? Would people think you'd lost your mind? What if you were going far away to help in a village on the edge of the Gobi Desert? A village crowded with Buddhist temples, not skyscrapers. A place where there isn't a word for recluse, but 1,000 words for community. Would it be crazy to go 5,000 miles from home? To spend time with people the rest of the world only reads about? To build libraries and fill them with stories? Prepare a meal with food you helped grow? To teach children and learn a thing or two about yourself? Would that be crazy? Peace Corps. Life is calling. How far will you go? To find out more, call 1-800-424-8580 or visit peacecorps.gov.
What's up? We're Boys to Men.
How do we educate our kids so they have a fighting chance in today's world? We don't have to tell you that children face pretty tough challenges these days.
We adults need to go the extra mile to make sure our kids find something in school that really sparks their interest, like music. Teenagers who study music and arts tend to find tough science and math concepts easier to grasp.
It has to do with development of something called spatial IQ. And music and creativity go together too. We know from our own lives that teachers who appreciate creative thinking embrace our love of music.
So, help prepare your children for life. Encourage them to learn to love music.
A PSA brought to you by MENC, the National Association for Music Education, Gibson Guitar, Baldwin Piano, and this station. March is Music in Our Schools Month. Music, part of a sound education.
All right. I gotta love that Boys to Men PSA there. That's it's funny because all right. Welcome back. It's Chris Ventura Show. The first podcast here. Thanks for joining me. Anyways, what I was going to say about that Boys to Men podcast is, not the Boys to Men podcast, stupid. The Boys to Men PSA, it's like, I don't know if you heard that. I mean, what the deal was with that thing, but it's like, they're eating the microphone or something. It's like every other one I have a bunch of PSAs from that group, but, that one, it's like, listen to
today's world. We don't have to tell you that children face pretty tough challenges.
It's like, pretty tough challenges. It's like, it's kind of like a cross between Sylvester the Cat and I don't know what. It's like, so I don't know what the deal is with that.
Tough science and math concepts.
But anyways, all right, no, that's enough of that. That's not what I had you come back to listen to. All right, I have two things to play for you, and I want to ask you this question. Let's ask you this here. It's all right. Listen. Is this the same thing